Okay, let's go back to what you were saying before. This thing is for the everyman, right? That's our end user. It's the school teacher. It's the garbage man. It's the kid. It's some grandma out in Nebraska, right? So we need to make this thing simple. It's got to work like an appliance.
Hey, Jeff. Steve Jobs is here. Since you weren't around.
Some of the project leads were having a meeting with Motorola. Why exactly are you here?
I'm here to help build the Macintosh.
I'm not sure that that's practical for us. We're actually trying to avoid this project becoming another overbloated disaster.
Okay, Jeff. You got my attention.
Look, Steve, you didn't want to be involved back when we started this thing, and that was fine by me. I just wanted you to cut the checks. Be involved, just don't turn Macintosh into a measure of revenge for you. Everyone knows about your fallout with Team Lisa, so trust me when I say we're doing fine.
Okay, Jeff. Let's get a couple things straight. We don't do fine. And we don't accept things the way that they are. And we don't stop innovating. Now, your machine lacks power. And your little interface, it needs work. And I'm here to help with that. Now, I'm not trying to take Macintosh away from you. I want you on this team. But you can either get on board or you can get the fuck out.
Oh shit, I'm recording already. Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Thursday, May 24th, 2018. Thanks again for joining me as usual. And before I start anything, I want to preface by saying that please, in case you guys don't know already, for any new viewers or whatever out there, I'm here Monday through Friday, okay, every day. I make an episode for you guys. And on Sunday, I also have an episode, but it's like a weekly recap of like the week. And then Monday we start again. So it's a Monday through Friday episode. And yeah. So today's a car episode. I'm here in the car because, I had shit to do, errands to run. So I brought the GoPro with me, and I think I'm going to start doing that from now on. It's a good thing I busted out the GoPro, for, the situation, in this week because of the move and all this other stuff, because I forgot it's how handy this thing is. So anyways, yeah. So quick recap. I went to the thing last night. I don't know if you guys can see it. These guys, I don't know if you guys can see it. You got it? Okay. But anyway, BlockDaemon. I went there to, their open house. They moved from one location to another. I never went to their first location. But anyways, yeah, it was really, sorry, it's really early. I'm tired as hell. Long night. I had an after party. Not by myself, but with some people, some friends, that I already know from this space circle, whatever. Anyway, so what I was saying is that, it was their open house. They moved to like a new location, really awesome, huge space. It was really cool. Met a lot of awesome people, and yeah, made a lot of connections. Had a lot of really amazing conversations, and it was just pretty cool. It was really awesome. I really enjoyed it, and it was cool. And I really like their project. I really like what they're doing, because again, it fits perfectly, and segues and from last episode. Again, and only a few of you guys watched it. I wonder, why some, the ones that I feel like, damn, I made a really good episode, I only get a few views, and then when I make a whatever episode, I get like a lot of views, and you guys are happy, and I'm like, fuck, man, Well, anyways, watch yesterday's episode, whatever. Anyways, so what was I saying? Yeah, segues perfectly into when I was saying last episode about the projects and things that will survive in the future. And as I was, check again, I had no idea who these people were until I got there. Well, not really. I mean, I did a little research. I'll be honest, I did, like just not too long, like I didn't have too much time. You know me, I'm always pressed for time. But I did manage to fit in like a, 20 minutes, to like just check out their website, check out their project, read what they were doing. And yeah, sure enough, it was pretty self-explanatory. And again, it fits into the model of projects that I think will stay and be around for a long time, no matter what, because what they're pretty much doing is that they are facilitating nodes, or they're facilitating technology. Again, remember, I'm not the tech guy here, but they're facilitating they're facilitating sorry, I didn't mean to butcher it, guys, but anyways, but it's like, okay, so how I always, what I keep saying is that, in order to build the future, everyone needs to build their own individual blockchain, not pony off, not pony off of, or the back of another project like Ethereum. I'm having my doubts about EOS and other things, but at the end of the day, from the more I'm really learning more about the space and understanding this a lot more, the technology and everything as a whole, I'm kind of like, I'm getting it that I was kind of like right, that the reality is that everyone really would need to build their own blockchain, and that's pretty much it. And there's going to be a million types of blockchains, and it's not going to just be the blockchain that per se that Satoshi Nakamoto, that he created, but variations of that, and that's the thing, we're moving into a completely different space and future. And anyway, so what they do is that whenever a company, an entity, whatever, decides to create something and create their own blockchain, their own ecosystem, their own everything, is so what they do is that they facilitate like the nodes and technology, and I'm guessing like space. Again, I'm horrible at this, but anyway, check them out because again, they fit into the mold of that they're not like building a product per se, well, they are, but like not, they're building a universal product, okay, that will be used could be used by pretty much anyone into the space. So, look at it almost like, and again, if I'm dumbing it down, if I'm getting this super wrong and incorrect, please, out there, correct me, okay? That's what you guys are there for too, all right? Please, call me out on my bullshit if I'm wrong. But, the way I see it is like, they're like a Squarespace, all right, equivalent. Okay, so like, or some shit like that, for people building a blockchain and, setting up their little ecosystem, I think. But still, it's really good, okay, because again, they're not, discriminating, and they're not, in the sense of like, oh, we only work with certain projects, not certain projects, but like certain blockchains, or cut that out, because again, that's not correct, okay? They are discriminating with certain projects. As a matter of fact, they are going through a very intense vetting process, okay, in order to make sure that the projects that that they represent or that they help out, whatever, are actual things. And the way I look at it as well is that only real projects would be interested in what these guys have to offer. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that, and like I really do think it's really cool. I'm gonna put the link down there in the bottom so you guys can check them out. If again, for anyone that's in the space and the whole building aspect of it, you guys are probably gonna find these guys pretty interesting. So yeah, and again, I'm really sorry if I butchered the whole freaking thing about you guys, but I really, again, from what I understood about what you guys were, you guys seem really fucking cool and really awesome. And I thought, again, I think that this is one of those projects that could be around forever, not forever, but for a very long time, in the sense of, they bring something to the table, a la, an eBay or an Amazon, or something like that, like in the sense of or just like a Internet Explorer type thing, something that is like literally facilitating, bridging a gap and facilitating and finding a solution to a need, okay, that again, we might not necessarily know, or see it right now, but I see the need for their product, and I'm sure others that are starting out in this space do too. So okay, all right, so I know that was a fucking mouthful, as fucking usual. So, what are we gonna talk about today? Honestly, like, besides that, besides my personal life, there's just too much fucking talk, too much to talk. I mean, in every fucking aspect. I mean, I want to make this a short episode, but I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try my fucking hardest. All right. I'm gonna start rambling on all kinds of shit. Okay. So, first of all, let's start off with fucking politics, okay? In the sense that, you know, the whole Trump thing. If you guys haven't heard already, you're gonna hear it now. That Trump pulled out. That Trump pulled out of the fucking North Korea, you know, summit deal thingamajiggy. And please excuse me, man. By the way, let's talk. Like, I don't want to segue into something else. I'm always losing track of fucking what I'm talking about. Short attention span. Ooh, a bird.
I have a very short attention span. Oh, look, a bird!
Anyways, so, yeah, he called off the meeting, and I thought it was fake news. Fake news. But, you know, when I started fucking looking into it real quick, I was like, no, it's not fake news at all. He fucking tweeted himself out that, you know, he's not going. And, look, I said, I'm done. I give up. This morning, as I was, you know, doing what I had to do, oh fuck! I gotta see if I can remember to get something out before I forget. But anyway, as I was doing what I had to do, something I want to read for you guys later. And something, you know, as I was doing my job, you know, so this, I have a job that I do in the morning. Sometimes I don't really want to disclose too much because, again, I don't want to, you know, like anything else. I'm out here all the time, so I don't want to be like, you know, telling you exactly. I'm paranoid as fuck, like everyone else out there. You know, telling you exactly where I am and what I do all the fucking time, all right? For those that need to know, they know. But anyways, the point I'm making is that as I'm fucking doing my morning thing this morning, God, I'm so fucking cryptic. So stupid. You know, besides the whole fucking Trump thing, you know, whatever. You know, I'm listening to fucking NPR, and all they're talking about is, warmongering. I mean, I'm listening to NPR and I'm like, is this liberal news or is this like real hard right conservative? All they're talking about like the whole fucking time was, you know, the military and how we need to educate our kids more into, like, you know, really understand what the military is, and that we need more people joining the military, and that we're having a problem with that. And then even the NPR lady, the person interviewing the lady interviewing the person from the armed forces was, you know, even asking that person, you know, questions like, so what do you think about them reconstituting the draft? And I'm like, the draft? The fucking draft? The fuck are they talking about? I literally lost my shit. I mean, I still can't even fucking believe that. Fuck, bro. Are you fucking kidding me with that shit? Like, why would that even be a thought to even throw out there? Anyway, the fucking guy, you know, laughed at it and scoffed it off. Thankfully, that's, you know, because that is the reaction. It's just like, what the fuck? You know, he was like, what do you mean? You know, it's like, no, like, that's not even ever brought up in Congress or brought up in any kind of form in that sense, because it's laughed out of the fucking room, especially now. We've been in constant war forever. What the fuck would they, you know, draft? If you guys are too young to even know what the draft is, you know, again, it's like in time of peace, and then all of a sudden we get attacked by fucking super war type situation, and then, you know, the draft is like, hey guys, we're going to war, everybody suit up, or whatever, you know, we need all the men a certain age, a certain age to suit up and get the training into the army because we got to go to war. So, and I mean, you know, these things only happen like World War II. They did it during Vietnam War, and it was like, everyone was going insane. Like, what do you mean you're doing the draft during the Vietnam War? That stupid war. And so, no, it's never looked at in a favorable view by the public, almost very rarely. Again, World War II is one of the exceptions. World War I was also. Anyway, let's not go too far now. But pretty much after that, that's it. We've never constituted the draft, only during Vietnam, and it was a disaster, and we haven't done it since. So the fact that this an NPR lady, and again, you know, if you watch like other shows, like especially like liberal shows, not liberal, but liberal waking up shows, and other, you know, like Jimmy Dore and other people like that, you know, they talk about this shit all the fucking time. But again, listening to NPR, like, actually, like, I don't listen to any of this fake news shit, you know? Very rarely. When I listen to NPR, it's usually, you know, hippie bullshit, you know? Whatever. So for the most part, it's, and I like to listen to, you know, the other side of the coin for this exact reason, you know, because it's pretty crazy, man. It was I don't know. So I don't want to really talk too much about this, because not just this, the whole thing with Trump. I mean, fuck it, I'll segue into it. You know, like, the way I see it is that, look, man, this guy Trump is, unfortunately, he's not our friend. Okay, I don't think he's our friend. If I'm wrong, please comment, troll me, whatever. But I don't think it's happening. I think you know, the bubble has burst. I don't know. He doesn't seem to, you know. At the end of the day, look, honestly, if you want to look at everything the way, from a history perspective, it might look kind of good, okay now, or when he did it, but, you know, in the long term, and the way things are going, and the way things are going to shape out, especially this, you know, this whole North Korea thing, plus, you know, the warmongering going on, plus him bringing the troops back, you know, in order to, you know, again, he's just bringing everything back, you know, so that we can, you know, rebuild empire, so we can go back out there and redo it again. So, you know, it's a process, you know, it's not going to happen overnight, but, you know, by the end of his term, you know, don't be surprised if the war machine is, you know, ready to go back and, you know, start kicking ass again. So, you know, World War III might be delayed till 2014 when Kanye gets elected, but, you know, just saying. And not 2024 or whatever. But, yeah, man. Fuck, bro. Anyways, so throw back to 2014. Let's see if I can find a clip here.
We got this new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. This is what we do. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time, where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism, where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you. That's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp? All those colors and patinas fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a god, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality?
All right, anyways, so the point is that, yeah, like, it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what's gonna happen with this country, with, you know, the economic downturn that's about to come up. Yeah, like, you know, I don't want to talk about these things, but, you know, war, what kind of war is gonna happen, whether we're gonna have a more foreign war, World War III, Civil War, no war, Cold War, but war is coming. All right, more war's coming. You know, we might be ending this whole shit, all this shit that's happening around the world right now, because China's taking over the world right now. But yeah, man, things are going crazy everywhere. Hey guys, I just want to, you know, add this in real quick, because after I recorded, I was doing a little reading. Exactly. And after I did a little reading, I fucking realized that, you know, what I said, the whole thing about Trump and North Korea or whatever, again, all fucking fake news. That's why I'm, like, just fucking done with all this shit, but it's fucking crazy. But, you know, again, yeah, like, the whole thing is canceled, but then, you know, someone pointed out that the actual meeting is not happening until, like, June 10th or 12th or some shit like that. So, again, you know, it's just, you know... So I just wanted to add that in there, because again, I'm not gonna, you know, re-edit too much of the video, because again, I still feel exactly how I fucking feel about all this shit. I'm just fucking over a lot of it, and I'm just, I think like a lot of us, you know, we're just, you know, just trying to, like, you know, put our head down and work on building the fucking future, and enough with all this bullshit. So anyways, without further ado, the rest of the episode, just I'm putting this in here somewhere, all right? All right. So anyways, that's that. All right, now another thing I want to talk about. Next subject. I saw online on Twitter, I don't know where the fuck it was, but here's the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just remove your phones and you type on Google, Bitcoin founder, the name that comes out is Satoshi Nakamoto. Right under it are the words, Australian entrepreneur Craig Wright has claimed he is Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of the virtual currency Bitcoin. Mr. Wright, who lives in London, showed the BBC his evidence that he launched the currency back in 2009. So all this has been alleged, but the man that says he is the founder of Bitcoin is here. So Craig, kindly join us on stage.
So, no thanks for that, but anyway, I'm going to do the bit no one likes. I don't like really caring whether you like me. Now, I'm going to tell you the hard bits. Now, in 2009, the GDP of this country was 5.4 billion US dollars. Now it's 8.4 billion US dollars. That's less than doubling in 10 years. That's bad. Now, I don't care whether you say that's good or whatever else. If you want to go into all this other BS, I'm not going to be like everyone over there who wants to sell you a solution. I don't really care because I'm here for the long term. I'm going to be here in 20, 30 years, and eventually I don't really care what you say. I'm going to be having the solutions you're using. Now, the fact of the matter on this is you can open up and allow free trade. You can open up and allow your country to be more, or you can wait and hand money to a whole lot of people. And I'll say this quite frankly because I've got more money than your country. So I'm not going to ask for anything. I don't want your investment. I don't want, like Stellar and everything else, to be handed money. I don't really care. I'm just going to develop solutions, and they're going to go out there and they're going to be created and they're going to be used because we can basically make them that way. Now, one thing that annoys me is how, oh, I've got to be happy and tell everyone what they want. No. I'm going to do things so that people can trade whether you like it or not. I don't want an African currency. I want the world. I don't really care about an African, Pan-African group. I want this group of 1 billion and a bit people to go out there and trade with Americans, with the Europeans, with Australians, with Japanese. That's what matters. Not because you sell bits of cobalt to the Chinese and Americans and get it back again. Not because you don't manufacture here. Not because people like Tesla tell you you shouldn't invest in coal power plants because, well, that would enable you to actually smelt your own steel, smelt your own aluminium, smelt your own cobalt and sell it at higher rates, basically capturing profit that no one wants. I'm going to do it because you can actually capture things here. When your own markets enable global commerce, when your people can sell anywhere, and there are about 12 million people here. 12 million people's half of Australia, and yet you have resources that are needed. Rare earth metals are called rare earth metals because they are rare, and they're in extreme supply, and yet the value you get out of them is minimal. So I don't really care whether the people here like to hear this or not, but the fact of the matter is, if you want this country, if you want this region to really take off, then you need to allow people to start trading freely, openly, not because you control the money, not because you do some sort of silly little boondoggle project, and I'm not going to go through all the things there, but because you enable everyone to trade. When I've been walking around this country, I had pounds, US dollars, and Rwandan francs. And people wanted US dollars. So you can say all you want about an African currency. If people in markets and other places want to take US dollars, they will. And if you can create a global currency, they will take it. You cannot stop them. That simple. Your people will do this eventually because they will become richer. You can either help them or you can stand in their way. And if you stand in the way, you're helping poverty. So basically, this is very simple. Enable your country to be all it can, not doubling every 10 years or less. This country should be growing far more. That's what I want to see. I don't want investment from you. I don't want anything like that. What we're here is basically to create technology that we're licensing, which, yes, helps me. but not because of the way you're looking at it, because I want to see everyone trade. That's it. Thank you.
Let me talk about it first real quick, I guess. But anyway, it was Craig Wright talking in Africa, you know, fake Satoshi. It's like, what the fuck, man? These people are losing their minds, you know, whether it's him, Roger Ver, all the bad guys are losing their fucking minds. And yeah, it's a great fucking time. Which, again, why I had a great time at this fucking thing last night, because, and at a lot of these fucking things, okay? Not just this, but I'm getting addicted to these meetups and stuff like that. Why? Because, yeah, man, like, it's like these bad guys are really, again, showing their true colors. You know, these people that are not in the space for the right reasons, you know, they're fucking falling apart. And now the people that are in it for the right reasons, you know, they're, you know, very happy to see what's going on with that sense. You know, they know what's going on. They've been in this space for a very long time. I've talked to a lot of people that's been in this space for a very long time, for many years. And yeah, man, again, I come in here as whatever. I mean, again, I'm just doing this stupid YouTube shit, but I come in as a voice of fucking reason. I come in as a voice to help, you know, shine a light on these guys. By the way, I already showed the video, okay, so whatever, but I'm going to put it when I said I was going to put it at the beginning. But yeah, because, you know, this whole fucking thing is, you know, kind of insane. Like, not insane. I mean, you know, this is great. You know, this is why I love history and why I'm loving, you know, I don't watch TV or fucking Netflix or Game of Thrones or anything like that, because it's like, you know, the things that happen on an everyday is more exciting and crazier than any fucking show out there, period. So, you know, it's really awesome, because, like, again, you know, not that I want this to happen, but I really do feel that this space is going to keep, you know, going down. Unfortunately, there's going to be a bear market for a while, but it's not going to be forever. We're going to climb out of this bear market. And look, don't be so fucking surprised if, you know, we're, you know, before the crash, let's say we're close to fucking October, okay? September, whatever the fuck, we're still around 10 grand. Maybe we don't get close to 20, some shit like that, but we're still like hovering around there. Then the economy tanks, okay? And by the end of the year, we get to that 100K because of that fucking crazy hyperinflation that'll happen like within a few days, all right? So please, I'm just saying, you know, that's how these things could happen and have happened before, all right? So we don't know, all right? We really don't know, but we know. So just, you know, hodl, all right? Hold. But yeah, man, you know, we're living in some crazy fucking interesting times. So, you know, again, let's just keep talking about the whole political situation, you know, especially in this country. And again, if you guys are listening to me, you know, no matter where the fuck you are, you know that this country unfortunately dictates, you know, a lot of what's happening around the world, and that's just, you know, whatever. So fall of empire is going to affect everybody regardless. So, you know, what I think is going to happen, you know, or what's happening, it's not even, you know, but the economy is falling apart. Okay, now I don't think this is going to be the end all of end all. Okay, now that I have lost full faith in Trump and what's going on and yada, all right, and I feel like the only way to fucking, you know, free ourselves from this is that we have to free our own fucking selves, you know, with this technology and other shit and, you know, other means. But the reality is, again, prove me wrong, okay, that this guy's, you know, not one of them, all right? But like I was saying, right now what's happening is that, you know, again, the economy is going to tank, all right? And the Fed, all right, and Trump, okay, in a sense, are fighting with each other. Not really, because he put that guy in charge, but they're in a weird way fighting with each other to see who will eventually get blamed for when the economy tanks. Now, hear me out. Okay, the Trump people obviously don't want to get blamed for it. They want to blame the Fed. Okay, now the Fed wants to blame Trump, okay, because they would like to not have him there again 4 more years and have somebody else, okay, like, again, Hillary or whatever the fuck. But probably not her, obviously. But the point is that what I think is going to happen is that because of who he appointed to be the head of the Fed, who Trump appointed to be the head of the Fed, he has more control of all this. So the economy will tank. But he's going to go, it's going to be all perfectly calculated. And once the economy tanks, okay? Once the fucking economy tanks, he's going to blame this full on the Fed. Blame it on them. Blame it on the fucking, the whole central banking and that whole whatever, okay? I don't know if he's going to do anything about it or not, but that's what he's going to fucking do. Once he does that, and hopefully the people will get behind it, then we don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. We already know what he needs to do, okay? No bailouts and let the whole thing crash. We don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, okay? But regardless of what happens, as long as he doesn't get blamed for it, and as long as his base, all right, and most people still back him up in the sense that, oh, he's doing the right thing, or he wasn't his fault that the economy crashed, or the economy has been fucked forever, then, and they believe that narrative, then he will get reelected, okay? The economy will, okay, listen. In 2008, when the whole thing crashed, we were supposed to not bail the banks out and rebuild from there. But what happened was that we bailed the banks out and we continued going, up in this fucking fake illusion, fake market, fake everything that's going on right now. So what's supposed to happen now is that with this crash, we're supposed to let the whole fucking thing fall. That's why people elected this guy, so the whole thing falls so that we can rebuild and not bail the banks out. Now, we don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. If the banks do get bailed out again, which could happen, okay? If they do get bailed out again, then we're going to have another 8 years, or another, who knows, it might not be 8 years, but it will definitely be like a time span that will encompass finishing, Trump's reign and into the next president. And then when the next president comes in, then that's when the whole thing will, hit the hyperinflation, topple, and okay? The Weimar Republic shit, okay? I don't think we're there yet. I really don't, okay? And I think it's going to be a while before we get there. And that's the thing. And that's really what I think is happening in the narrative and all this stuff. And then, by the time that we hit that hyperinflation, like, what is it? Once we hit that, sorry, man, I'm just so fucking tired. My back is killing me. Once we hit that, Weimar, this is 2026, okay? I know. I'm fucking, I'm not looking into the future here in my crystal balls. But like around the 2026 time era, whatever, and when the whole thing fucking crashes and we have a new president and before the 2028 election, okay? Before the 2028 election, there will be some humongous catastrophe type situation where this country most likely will get involved into a World War III scenario. Okay? For what? In order to once the whole thing tanks, okay? Remember, Weimar Republic, the whole thing tanks, we're in super hyperinflation, everything's fucking sucky as fuck in this country. So we as a country, or the leaders of this country, would need to blame all this horribleness on somebody, on something, okay? And then that's where where World War III will come in. And again, guys, look at the history books. This is nothing new. This happens all the fucking time. So that's the way I see this shit playing out. All right, it's gonna be a while. It's still gonna be a while. There's a crash coming for sure this year, and we're gonna benefit, and things are gonna be all right, and we're gonna keep benefiting. But this is a long fucking ride, guys. This is not. I don't think this is gonna happen, the way we think it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a while as we watch all this shit develop, and we as a human race are gonna be in a race against time, developing technology, the blockchain, and all this other shit, in order to throw a monkey wrench into this narrative that is something that, again, if they haven't planned it out, I mean, give me a fucking break, okay? Because again, like, I'm just looking at this. A high motherfucker, looking at it through the lens of history and what we've been through before as humanity, and many times over. I mean, like, literally every empire, almost for the most part, repeats this shit. That, like, I mean, come on now, how the fuck would it not, happen again? Again, this is why the blockchain and everything that we're doing right now is like the humongous, you know, question mark, the monkey wrench, you know, that whole everything into this whole thing that's happening. Okay, it's more than, you know, it's not about the money, guys. All right, anyone that's in here to make fiat is looking at this all of it wrong. That's it. Anyways, I'm sorry about this whole fucking rant. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, sorry, not sorry, but you know, again, look, here's another story here. How mistaking euros with yen cost Deutsche Bank 35 billion. So there you go. You know, that's an excuse that Deutsche Bank, all right, is using, all right, in order to say, oh, 35 billion got lost. This is why we need transparency in our fucking banking system. You get what I'm saying? Because with fucking Bitcoin, that would not happen. That would not happen. All right, there's no mistaking, you know, that bullshit like that. Okay, and yeah, man. So I mean, let's see here. I mean, everything is just okay. So like, look, so that's like political news. I know there's a humongous mouthful and stuff like that, but I felt that what I had to say, what I said there, was very important for the few of you guys that are listening. But what was yeah, I had something saved here as well. So, damn it. So. Yeah, sorry, I got lost. But anyway, look, I mean, you know, I got a few fucking things that I want to fucking, you know, talk about in the, you know, about the crypto space real quick that I saw that I thought it was like, you know. So, for example, you know, a lot of, like, again, let's Throwback Thursday, you know, this is Throwback fucking Thursday. I'm sorry about the long episode, not sorry, but, you know, Throwback Thursday in the sense that, again, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so, okay? I don't know if I can have time to look for the fucking episode because I don't know when the fuck I fucking put it out there. But I know many months ago I talked about exactly all the things that are happening now. You know, whether, you know, the whole thing with Mt. Gox, you know, again, I didn't really maybe know about Mt. Gox per se, you know, but I did know that, you know, for sure, you know, things like, something like that would happen, you know, in the sense of the manipulation. And, I'm gonna stop right here real quick so that I can re-record. Okay, just the recording thing. So yeah, anyway, where was I? I told you so. No, but anyway. No, honestly, like, you know, for example, like I'm looking at a lot of the things, you know, where there's like, oh, Verge got hacked, you know, Bitcoin Gold got hacked, Coinbase, whatever, you know, Bitcoin price, you know, manipulation, you know, like under investigation by the Department of Justice, and you know, it's like one thing after another. What else here? There's a few other things, but anyway, yeah, I can't find it now. But the point is that, you know, like I said, you know, what did I say last episode? Again, I know only like 65 views, or who the fuck, only like what, a few of you guys saw this, but I said it yesterday. You know, the cracks are showing. The cracks are showing in this space. Again, by going to these events, and why I know I talked about it already, but again, you know, people are like, the whole space, you know, like people are really showing their true colors, and it's really awesome because, you know, I'm gravitating towards the people, you know, doing the right thing, and I feel that, you know, maybe some of these people, a lot of these people doing the right thing, that, you know, they're doing what they're doing, and they don't got time to, you know, go out there and fight for the right cause. And so this is why, you know, someone like me, you know, comes in. Hold on. So this is like someone like me comes in and like, yeah, no, right? Picks her fucking nose. No, but like helps out, you know what I mean? In the sense of like, I'm the voice, I'm the fucking guy to hear, like, you know, to put a spotlight on the bad things and confront them, and etc., etc. And then at the same time put a spotlight on the really good things and, you know, push them forward in that whole situation. So, yeah, I mean, this is, you know, we're living in some crazy fucking interesting times. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I guess I'll cut it short here. That's it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I know this is a very long episode. So, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. All right, so let me read this real quick, all right? Because a real good friend of mine gave me this, all right? And, I don't know, it made me feel pretty good. You know, he said that he read this himself, and he was like, sorry. Give me 1 second, guys, all right? 2 seconds, right? I'm gonna edit this part out. Anyways, sorry, my fucking allergies, right? There's fucking actually humidity out here today. the last couple of days, and ugh, I fucking hate it. Hence why I don't live in Florida anymore. Really, it's more that than anything else. All right, so back to what I was saying. Sorry, guys. TMI. I should be called the TMI channel. You know, this fucking guy shares, you know. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, so he said, you know, he found this, he read it, and he thought about me, and it made me. I was like, wow, you know, very humbled, very cool, whatever. But you know what? At the end of the day, yeah, this is me. You know, as he was reading it, I was like, yeah, man. You know, like, well, he read it to me, and then, you know, as he was reading, it's like, wow, that makes me, you know, it's like that sounds like me, and yeah. Then he said, you know, afterwards, it's like, yeah, it made me think of you when I read this, so I brought, you know, I got it for you. Anyways, God, I talk so much shit. So, anywho, without further ado, to be an effective criminal defense counsel, an attorney must be prepared to be demanding, outrageous, irreverent, blasphemous, a rogue, a renegade, and a hated, isolated, and lonely person. Few love a spokesman for the despised and the damned. All right. Now, right now, like it or not, you know, as he was saying, like, I know the criminal defense attorney, but in a sense, I kind of almost am, because by defending the space as a whole, by really pushing the real ideas of what this space really means as a whole, I am being a criminal defense attorney, because in a sense, you know, what I'm doing, all right, is that I'm standing up against, or again, you know what I mean, like, if the opportunity, you know, were to ever, you know, present itself, but again, stand up to the likes of, you know, people like a Roger Ver or Craig Wright, or, you know, a bunch of others. And again, you know, I know I'm a nothing now, but I'm not going to be a nothing for too long, in the sense of, like, you know, I'm going to be in the space. I said I'm a lifer. I'm going to be in here for a while. But what I mean by that is that, you know, I really do want to keep doing this, and, like, you know, eventually, like, start interviewing people, and, you know, moving up the ranks in that sense. And, you know, listen, you know, as much as I respect and love someone like Dan Larimer, you know, after listening to Tony Vase last night and him really dissecting, you know, and, you know, a lot of this, him and his situation and what he does, it made me really rethink a lot of things. And look, you know, Tony Vase might fucking hate Dan Larimer and call him a scammer, but I don't think that Dan Larimer's a scammer. You know, I think I look at him as an entrepreneur, you know, someone that's pushing this space forward beyond, you know, what anyone else has done, you know. And again, as a historian, as a businessman, as a capitalist, as a lot of these things, I so understand what he's doing. And, you know, I don't think that he's scamming anyone at all. You know what I mean? Like, you know, not in this point in time when it comes to, you know, what we're building and what we're doing. And that's it. That's straight up. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. He's a fucking pioneer. Now, someone like a Roger Ver, yeah, that motherfucker's a scammer straight up 100%. Like, I'm not even gonna fucking make no bones about it. But what I was trying to say is that, you know, if I ever do get the chance to, like, interview, like, someone like Dan Larimer, you know, as much as I would praise him, I would also fucking be grilling him. And, you know, and at the same time, if I ever get to fucking talk to, like, someone like Roger Ver, I hope it would be a very respectful and, you know, mutual conversation. But if it gets down to it, you know, I would love to fucking wrestle, you know, with him, you know. And I'm talking about wrestle here. I'll do whatever, man. I don't go fuck, all right? But yeah, man, you know, and that's the thing, you know. So when, you know, he after this, you know what I mean, I was just like, man, yeah, you know, for sure. That's, you know, who I am and who I want to be, and what I want to do, you know, in this space more than anything else. I mean, besides what I'm doing, I mean, I'm addicted to making these videos and talking, literally. You know, I can talk forever and sharing so much with you guys. But again, I want to share as much as humanly possible with you guys. Everything, you know, as much as possible. And really, really, really give you crazy insight, all right, into all this stuff. And take it to another level. That's it. And again, I got nothing to lose, and even when I do, I really have nothing to lose, okay? Because I have lost it all more than once. And, you know, man, once that shit happens to you, man, once you really, and you survive and it's all good, man, seriously, man, it really is, you know, so liberating that it's hard to even put into words. It's something that I feel everyone should experience. And yeah, this is why I do what I do more than anything else. And after last night, I keep bringing up last night because, these events are very meaningful and very cool. And I'm really glad that I went to the first one and et cetera, et cetera. But, this thing last night for sure, I got to meet a lot more people that are in this space, like in the sense of like building this space. And yeah, I mean, in a sense, when having conversations with some of these individuals, I was a sight for sore eyes in a sense, and that made me feel real good because, again, that's all I want to do. I want to help them. I want to defend them. I want to push the real ideas forward. I really want to push, help do my part, and that's it, change the fucking world. We're all going to change this world, all right? All of us together. And yeah, that's it. This is some exciting times to be alive. That's it. So, all right, guys, now it's your job to do some work. If you, again, I know I've said this before, but if you haven't heard it, I'm going to say it again. I implore you guys to go check out, crypto meetups in your area, all right? Find out, if you have any in your area. And if you do, then please, I really would love for you guys to go because it would change your fucking lives. I'm going to tell you right now. So just see if you can scour some in your neck of the woods and go check them out. All right, seriously, most of them are free for the most part. All right, as a matter of fact, if they start charging or whatever, that might be a little, iffy. Most of these should be free. Okay, like for real. So you might have to like pay for parking or a drink or some shit like that, but for the most part, they should be free. And that's what this whole space is all about. Especially, I mean, not just now, but from here till forever. Okay, so let's do this, man. Let's build this future together. Okay. We can't have others build it for us. We got to do it ourselves, okay? And everyone is needed. We all have to do our part. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your patience today. I really appreciate you guys, listening to me for so long. I mean, for real, because, I know I've been trying to keep it under the whole 20 minutes scenario situation thing, but hey, what can I say? I went long today. There was a lot to talk about, and I still feel like I left more here to talk about, more stuff on the docket, but again, rather go in depth than, just have a bunch of topics and briefly touch on them. So, anyways, all right, guys, seriously, if you guys don't know already, I'm here Monday through Friday, and on Sunday, I do a recap of the whole fucking week. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn, even though I only have like 6 fucking people. Hit me up there. You already know my professional stuff, and if you don't, just the links are there. All right, what else follow us on Discord. Okay, please get on Discord. It's cool as fuck. All right, we have conversations there. You can private message me. It's cool as fuck. All right, I'm telling you, it's really cool. All right, check us out on Discord. What else? Oh yeah, donate to the cause. You already know. If you're already a patron, thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys. If you're not a patron yet, feel free. As well with the crypto stuff, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you already know, if you got a few extra coins, especially now that they're cheap, hey, it would help the whole cause as a whole. By the way, why I can bring these videos to you with with all the clips, the movie clips and all the, funny clips that I do, is because honestly, I don't care about getting them monetized. I've given up on that a long ass fucking time ago. So none of my videos are monetized, all right, at all. And I don't care, because it's not, I already know how that whole thing works, and I'm really doing this for the love of it. And if the whole monetization thing is something that I have to worry about while I'm editing my fucking videos, you know what? I'd rather just fucking edit my videos, make them how I want to make them, and not worry about that shit. So that's it. Okay, the end. So with that being said, again, if you want to help continue this, help the dream, help out the cause, the whole freaking 9, you already know what to do. Help out there, and then that's it. Just keep watching. Keep watching. Spread the word. Okay, so please like, please subscribe, please share, and please spread the news. And again, the whole like and subscribe, the subscribe thing is so weird, man. Like, I get like a bunch of subscribers and I lose subscribers, and it's like, I know there's something up there. I know that they're fucking there, around then. But anyways, who gives a fuck? All right, guys, seriously, thanks again for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share the knowledge more than anything. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, which is what? Friday. All right, guys. I'm exhausted. I don't know about you guys, but I'm already... I feel like I'm ready for a nap. I think it's just because it's, you know, so fucking cloudy. It feels like Seattle. It's like we're almost in June and it's like Seattle weather here. Yeah, global warming, huh? More like an ice age. Anyways. Oh yeah, I forgot my tinfoil hat. Later, guys. Thanks again for watching. Seriously. Much love. Alright? Especially all you guys that are still here all the way up until right this last second. Again, I pushed the wrong fucking button. This fucking GoPro. This fucking... Conversations there. You can private message me. It's cool as fuck, alright? I'm telling you, it's really cool. Alright? Check us out on Discord. What else? Oh yeah, donate to the cause. As you can see, I'm running crazy fucking late. The episode is super fucking long. And I still have a million things to do tonight. I mean, I've been running behind just because of all the things I've been doing all week. And tomorrow, I have to wake up really early. I gotta go to downtown. I have a million things to do. And it's a long weekend. I've completely forgotten. I got a lot of work to catch up on. Plus the move. Plus so much. And of course, you know, of all days, I'm literally advertising, hey, Monday through Friday. And I'm actually going to tell you guys today, you know, regretfully, that I can't do Friday this week. But I'll definitely be back Monday, Memorial Day, all right? And I'll see about that because it's a holiday as well. And I'm probably going to be moving, so maybe no Monday. So I might take a 4-day weekend, as a matter of fact. And I'll be back on Tuesday. And in fact, I'm going to do that. And I'll be back on Tuesday. And it'll be back to usual schedule, okay? So Monday through Friday, as usual. Okay, so thanks again for your patience. Thanks again for everything. And, well, I guess it's a good thing this episode ran long because, you know, now you got something to listen to through the whole weekend because, you know, that's about as long as this episode is. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you. And I will throw the weekly recap. I'll probably do that Sunday, Monday, whatever. We'll figure it out. Thanks again. Wish me luck. And hope you guys have an amazing long weekend. And, all right, guys. Stay patriotic. Happy Memorial Day. See you guys later. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot this thing all over the states. I mean, all over the world. Yeah, you guys don't celebrate Memorial Day in other parts of the world. Well, whatever. We do. See you guys on Tuesday. Thanks again for watching and love you as usual. All right. Bye.